here. So this vlogmas is going to be about the day that I did 13 hours of rehearsal, of straight rehearsal, by the way, which is wild. And because of that, I wasn't really paying attention to the fact that I had a long day. I recorded just bits and pieces of the day, but not enough to have the video stand alone. So I just wanted to give you guys a little story time vibe for this video because it was a pretty crazy story. So hopefully you guys enjoy this kind of vibe. But before you guys watch this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. First off, it started on a beautiful note, a grand note, if you will. I barely slept the night before, mind you, knowing that I had crazy amount of rehearsal time. So I woke up and I was stressed out already. It was just like, oh, I barely got any sleep and I have to go. But mistake number one, I knew that there was going to be a marathon the day after. The buses weren't running. There were no cabs at all, practically. Like, you couldn't order them. I spent an hour and a half looking just for a cab or some form of transportation. My school is like a 35-minute walk, but I was like, dude, I'm not gonna do a 35-minute walk if I don't need to, right? So I kept trying my cab app. I kept doing all these different things. And finally, there was a cab that was available on the app, but it said it was like 21 minutes away. My friend Sophia was able to catch the cab with me and we went to school together. That's what you're gonna see right now, actually. Good morning, y'all. And by good morning, I mean hello. It's a test from a couple hours ago. Today is rehearsal. And I know I look tired, but at least I went to sleep. I don't know if I'm ready for it, but I need to be, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna come with this with an open mind and let's hope things go out good. For the past 30-something minutes, I've been waiting for a cab. Sophia's here. I hate this lighting, bro.
I don't. I look like a golden potato.
Now you look good. Now you look good. But like, look, it was like this.
I still look like a golden potato.
Golden potato.
Like a confused golden potato.
We finally got a cab. And it was like 21 minutes away. Now it's like 5. So late to rehearsal, but 'tis what it is, I guess.
She's late to rehearsal. I'm on time.
She is on time as per usual. Me, I left with enough time to do this. Of course, a marathon had to ruin it. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I didn't know. Okay, so now we make it outside of this cab. And we're like, okay, the cab driver couldn't even drop us off where we normally are dropped off just because there was a marathon and they were blocking everything. You're about to see the video of what we saw when we got out of the cab. A bunch of people and they were like flooding watching this whole marathon go down. Sophia and I were just in awe. We were just like, what is going on? It was very overwhelming because we were just trying to get from point A to point B. We knew that there was something happening, but we just didn't expect it to be so huge, this big thing that everyone was like a part of. Oh my God. They're just running through it. We were continuing like to watch it and like figure it out. And Sophia finds out that she left her phone in the cab. And I was like, ooh, here we go. So I called the cab driver immediately when she told me. Thank goodness he was still in the area, even though it was completely flooded with people. I asked him if he could meet us at some place. We ended up going to meet him closer to the mall just to get to that spot to meet the cab driver to get her phone back. We had to pass a flood of people and that was extremely insane. Mind you, I was born and raised in New York City. I know how to manage myself with this. I don't think I'm mentally prepared for the fact that it was just gonna be so many people just running around and doing things. I was overwhelmed naturally, you know? I was already late to my rehearsal. Sophia needed her phone and we had to get through all these people. So that happened. We found the cab driver. He gave her her phone back. We had everything we needed. And then after all that happened, we went back to figure out how to get to school. It took a minute because there were just so many people. They blocked off a lot of entrances to the spot where our school is at. So it was just frustrating to manage our way through because we just wanted to get to school. We were extremely blessed with like the situations and how they happened. I was able to still get the cab. Sophia was able to get her phone. So I was like, you know what? It's fine. We were able to make it to school. Even though I made it to my rehearsal late, immediately that went into the hip-hop rehearsal, which I'm gonna show you videos from.
It's New York in the house, say now.
Hell yeah!
One more time, where they at? Right here, where they at? Right here. Yeah, right here. It's Virginia in the house, say now.
Yeah.
It's Virginia in the house, say now.
Hell yeah!
One more time, where they at? Right here, right here, right here, right here.
don't know, there's gonna be a 50 Years of Hip Hop show happening at Radio City this weekend. I'm gonna be singing BGVs, and I also have a moment of, you know, singing my own thing, doing my own stuff. Now, walking into this rehearsal, I was like, what is going on? Only BGVs, only the background vocals had practiced separately, and then the band was practicing separate. So this was the first rehearsal where all of us came together. The rappers were there, the background singers were there, the producers were there. It was just very much a really cool thing, like that we get to kind of come together and see everything. You know, the instrumentalists hadn't heard the rappers do anything yet. So it just all came together and it made so much sense. And I had a great time. It was just pure vibes. Watching everybody do their thing, mesmerized by the talent that was just in that room and just being a part of it. It felt so wholesome. I'm so happy that I said yes to this because wow, this is going to be an incredible show. And I get to work with so many cool people. I get to learn from so many incredible people. It's just, all good things, all good things. That ended that second rehearsal that I had for the day. Now, the third one was a BGV's rehearsal for my friend Sophia's show. I was basically learning some new things for her show, but then also reiterating some stuff that I did for another one of her shows here. And it was really cool. And I'm challenging myself in these rehearsals. I'm challenging myself with these productions, like trying different things. Before I would sing a lot of the higher parts, and now I've been put on the lower parts and really exploring my lower range as a singer while being here and working on the contemporary side of myself. R&B, soul, pop, it definitely does change the way that your voice works. So it's interesting to explore like different versions, different elements that I can add to some of my stuff. Pushing myself to work on my lower register has made it a lot comfortable for me to sing in this register. Ooh, okay, alto moment. We just need a blend, that's it. Yeah, that's it. And then we ended the night with the whole band come together for the first time. And that was super fun. We got to do all of the songs that she had on her set list. And it was just really fun to work with a lot of the people that I've been working with throughout the semester. It felt like a family came back together again. But I definitely did feel very exhausted. I think after the 2 rehearsals, I kind of felt like I was running on fumes. It did not help that I didn't sleep the night before. So I think just because of all those things, also not really having a variety of where I was going, like we kind of stayed in the same room practically the whole day. I was used to rehearsing and I was used to having a couple hours of rehearsal, but then going back home. Like I'd never been a part of so many different shows at the same time. I was doing rehearsal back to back to back to back to back. So this was new for me, and it was like really interesting to see how I managed it, what it was like, and to do better if I'm in a position where I have to do the same thing. So yeah, Grant got to rap on one of the songs that we're gonna be performing on Sophia's set, so you can see what that was like.
It's okay, I'ma find it. Maybe you won't let it. We can walk the line with it, and I can lie with it. Baby, you know that we gon' cut it. We gon' cut it out, and we gon' go crazy.
All in all, this day was wow. It was just a bunch of different things, but so worth it. I got to really just be in my element, be a music student. I haven't felt like a music student because I didn't feel comfortable pushing myself in the direction that I wanted to go, which was performing and working with different people. I was scared to even meet up with instrumentalists and be like, hey, would you want to do a set with me? That was terrifying for me. I stunted my own growth throughout my whole time here. Coming to study abroad and doing something like this, like having a day filled with things, putting myself in a bunch of different productions, actually pushing myself to do my own show. All of this has just been wow. I felt so incredible exploring different sides of myself and feeling more confident in myself as a performer and as a singer. And I feel very fortunate and very lucky. So yeah, rant complete. I'm so sorry that this video wasn't as involved as my others. Don't worry, a lot more content is on its way. So for those who actually made it to the end of the video, comment the microphone emoji for the rehearsals, just so I know who stayed to the end. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.